as I was watching a documentary called Won't You Be My Neighbor about that of Fred Rogers, also known as Mr. Rogers of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, they talked about an incident that took place on June 18th, 1964, where a white motel manager at the Monsoon Motor Lodge in St. Augustine, Florida, poured acid into the pool of black and white protesters who were protesting that Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. could not go into a restaurant there at the Motor Lodge along with his friends. Now, watch this. So yes, you saw him pouring that acid into the pool where they were. And from what I understand, pool acid is not good, right? But you also saw law enforcement standing there. And they also said the KKK was there as well. And Dr. Martin Luther King was also in attendance, although they said he did not intervene in what was going on. Those protesters were later taken to jail. And it also said that shortly after that, Lyndon B. Johnson signed into law the Civil Rights Act of 1964. But as I was watching and learning about that incident, I was like, was it serious? Y'all was mad because Martin Luther King Jr. and his friends, there was other activists with him, could not go into the restaurant? Like, why would you want to go in there? And was you going to eat out of there? Was you going to eat the food that those racist people was going to make? And we know they can't season their food good, but that's a whole different story. But y'all was really going to eat there, and then some other people, some white people, black people jumped into the pool, and mind you, the pool too was segregated, so they did not want no Negroes in that pool. Now, the white people that were there with them were called N-word, or the white N-word, for helping black people. But it just kind of reminds me of where we are today as black people. Our ancestors, and some who are still here, fought so hard to be amongst white people, even to the tune of them pouring acid into the pool and potentially doing something nasty to our food. And I just had to ask myself, well, how did that help us? We're no better off as black people in America that we are amongst white people. Now, I know back then it was super racist. It's racist now, but super racist, and people did not want to be separate, which now that we're looking back, it was probably a good idea that we were separate, because our neighborhoods were dilapidated because we left, right? We wanted to go and be with white people, eat with white people, and everything else with white people. But yeah, that kind of made me mad watching that. Can I keep it real with y'all? Like, I wasn't mad at Jimmy Brock, the white man, for doing, I was, but I wasn't as mad. I found myself more mad at the black people that jumped in the pool trying to get them to let black people go hang out with them. I would never, when I say never, I would never understand that as long as I live. So y'all tell me what you think of that incident. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube. Peace.